to avoid those awkward silence moments while continuing the conversation. We've all been there, non-native, native speakers, it doesn't matter. We want to continue a conversation, but we don't quite know how to. Hopefully I can help you with that, because I'm going to introduce you what I like to call my conversational support mechanisms. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Syntax English with me, Jessica. What we're going to do is we're going to focus on one sentence. The whole time that I'm going through the different examples, there is one sentence that I want you to have in your mind. And that is, the client wants us to roll back to the previous version because they feel as though it's more stable. Again, the client wants us to roll back to the previous version because they feel as though it's more stable. Here's where the magic happens. We're going to go through 5 different examples of how you can respond to this and the different meanings of each response. Sorry, they want us to do what? Sorry, they feel the previous version is what? In this situation, we are asking for repetition. The purpose of this is threefold. Number one, you could be buying yourself a little bit of time to actually process that information. Number two, you could be checking for an exact word, a keyword, to make sure that you've heard it correctly. Or number three, you are signaling surprise. We can over-exaggerate it. For example, they want us to do what? That is more surprise. But if you are checking for a keyword, sorry, they want us to do what exactly? Maybe you didn't hear the person correctly. Obviously, this signals either I may have misheard or that was unexpected. And it depends on how much we exaggerate what we are saying. The way that you can identify this is that it's done through short questions. It repeats the exact word that you want clarified, oftentimes rising intonation. They want us to do what? One area that I do want you to be careful on with this one is don't just say what. Using more than just what shows that you are engaged with what the speaker is saying. Remember our key sentence? No way. Did you say rollback? Did you say more stable? These examples are when you want to confirm that you heard something correctly. The purpose of this is a little bit of a check with some light disbelief or some caution involved. What it signals to the person that you are asking, I think I heard this, please confirm. And oftentimes the identification cue is echoing the word that you have just said. Did you say rollback? There's a little bit of a surprised tone. The one area that you do have to be very careful with this is that you don't want to sound sarcastic. No way. They want us to roll back. When we sound sarcastic in this sense, it doesn't help with the team morale, and it might sound a little bit mocking depending on the situation. Clarifying the sentence again, let's have a look at it. You mean they are unhappy with the new update? Are they asking for a complete rollback? Do we need to continue working on the current update? What did you say to them? In this situation, we are asking for more information or missing information. And this is information that you think is important, that wasn't mentioned. What this signals is that you are listening and you want the full picture. Not just part of it, you want to understand everything that's happening. And oftentimes with this one, you are going to be looking at the who, what, when, where, how type questions. The questions tend to be quite calm and practical. The area that I want you to avoid with this is asking question after question after question. Ask one question, listen to the response, ask your next question. It's not an interrogation. You have time to get all of the answers. Here's our sentence. Right, well, we all know that the update is a bit unstable. I understand, but we've been working on the bugs. In this situation, while we are not asking a question, we are volunteering information that is related to the topic, and we are wanting confirmation with that information that we are volunteering. What this shows is that you are understanding the situation, you are adding context, and you are checking alignment. It signals that here's my read, here's my understanding of the situation. Please tell me if I am off. The way that we identify this is generally a short statement that blends the fact and opinion, and a mild opinion, not a strong opinion. Right? Well, we all know that the update is a bit unstable. What I want you to avoid with this one is sounding defensive. And it is really easy to sound defensive with this. Right? Well, we all know that the update is unstable. It is not going to help the situation. We want to keep it mild. Our sentence again. Well, what's the next step forward? What did you tell them? This shows that you understand and that you are ready to move on to the next step. It closes that conversation or that loop, and now we're progressing the conversation onto the next thing. It signals that I've got it, I understand, let's act, let's do something about it. The way that we know that a person is understanding and is ready to move on is there's a general acceptance, okay, and there is an action question. What's the next step forward? With this one, what I do want you to try and avoid is jumping to tasks without confirming. Let's practice these, but with a different sentence. Imagine your team lead, your manager, your colleague, whoever, comes to you and says, Tom isn't at work today because he is sick. This maybe has nothing to do with work, with a project, it's on a more personal level. If we are asking for repetition, we can go, sorry, he's what? Or Tom is sick. Notice I went up with the intonation there at the end with sick. That is questioning. To confirm that you've heard correctly, did you say Tom is off sick? Oh, he's ill today, right? Asking for missing information. Is it something serious? Do we need to cover anything for him today? How long is he likely to be off? Volunteer-related information for confirmation. Right, he did look tired yesterday. That makes sense. He mentioned a headache. To show understanding and to move on to the next steps. All right, I'll take a stand-up update today. Shall I message the client to let them know that the meeting's been cancelled? While these don't work in every situation, and sometimes we do need those silences, and it's okay to be silent sometimes, these are extremely useful in helping continue that conversation on to show the person that you have been listening to them. And when you hear them, you now know what the person is intending to mean in that situation. As always, if you found this useful, please like and subscribe to the channel. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much, and bye.